What's up guys, it's CJ aka Daro aka Gorax, and this time I'm going to be showing you a few things that I've prepared for Quest, mainly costume wise and a little bit of prop. First thing I was looking at was the fact that every time we go to Quest we don't really have evening wear, we don't really walk around town without armor on because we didn't really put in the effort to actually have that second side of our character. So what I did is I've got my brother's belt, I'll be using that. Yesterday I went to a clothes shop that was sort of doing a warehouse sale. Everything was $5. I got this jacket. I want to modify it a little bit because I like the way that the fur sort of comes through, but it's very small, so I might make it into a vest and cut the sleeves off about there, and that way I'll be able to wear it, because at the moment the sleeves plus the back, it just feels like I'm incredible hulking it. This is something I got when I was in Malaysia. It's a really light shirt. It's really breezy, keeps you cool. It looks really good. I like the fact that it's brown. I didn't want to do a lot of colours. Red's the only colour that I'll really have on my character other than, you know, your browns, your blacks and things like that. This is something I got at a costume sale. It was really cheap. I think this one was like $7. This one's mainly for feasts and going to visit people when I'm sort of being diplomatic. Daro's a drunk, so he doesn't do this too often, but yeah, when he does, this is probably the finest outfit that he has. It's dirty as well, which is cool because he doesn't care that much. Another Malaysia shirt. This one's button up, but I've told them to put the buttons on both sides, or the holes for the buttons, so that way I can just stitch it together. It's a bit itchy though. Now we'll move on to the armour. This is a new set of armour that I got from, so this is a set I got from John Paul Hughes. I'll go through some of the bits that I've got and then I'll show you the bits that he gave me. It was really cheap compared to doing it through some of the other suppliers, and the shipping was incredibly fast. I think it got here in two and a half weeks when I was expecting it to be 5 or so, going by previous sales that I've had. This is something that I'm sort of made up. It's cardboard and the leather from a jacket, two of the chitty things that you wear on your armour, and just a bit of fur. And the idea for this one is basically I can wrap it anywhere, but I was thinking on a shoulder. I think it looks pretty cool on the shoulder, but it's not exactly 100% sturdy because I do hand make everything and most of the stuff I make is kind of weak. I don't expect it to survive too long. This is some of the stuff from John Paul. These are the shin guards. Obviously they go like that. They're really light, which is good. The fact that they're dark as well is a big help because I needed a set of armour that I could use when me and my little cousin or me and the orcs are running around at Quest at night and we don't want to be spotted. Like last time, we did a lot of stuff at night, so I think this would be really cool for my characters. Still the same braces and shin guards. I love these. I love the fur that I've added. They're really comfortable now that I've added the padding on the back, and yeah, I can't really fault these. John Paul's matching braces for the shinnies. The other one I left in the car, but looks exactly the same. This is more John Paul stuff. Take the goggles off of this. But chain coif. This thing is sort of heavy, as you would expect. So if I lean my head one way, my head really wants to go that way. But I think it's a really cool piece just to be wearing when I go around. Mainly walking. I don't want to use it too much in battle because it is quite heavy. But I think this is a really cool piece. He threw it in for free actually because I ordered on a certain day. He does a lot of good little sales like that. So yeah, I got all of it quite cheap, and he threw this in for free, which was awesome. So big ups to John for that. Then I've got this baby. This is my Viking helm. I need to pad it a little bit more. He's already got the padding in there. I don't know if John did that himself, but it's already got padding in there. It's just sits a little bit too low. So I'm going to pad that up just a little bit at the top there, just to sort of bring it higher up on my head, because obviously here is a bit weird, but if it was sitting up here a bit more, it might be a bit more realistic. This is really cool. When it got here, it was sort of rusty a little bit. Went through hell and back, as you can see in the picture of the box. But yeah, this is a really cool helmet. Fits with the Viking look as well. Last piece I want to show you is the leather chest. This thing I really love. I love looking down at it. It looks really cool. It takes a lot of the force out of your hits. And I love the sound of leather. It's like when you hear the boats on docks, you hear the ropes stretching and twisting. I can hear that noise all the time, and I love it. It's really light. It's not a heavy piece. I can't wait to get this out on the field. I've tested it once in battle, and it was really maneuverable. It didn't really restrict me. It didn't weigh me down. But I was wearing the Orc tassets, which are probably the heaviest piece that I've got. So next time I play, I'll be wearing just this, and I'll be going as the bull. So get ready for that. Speaking of the bulls, I've made up the tabard into a flag, as you can see. So basically I got Ben's tabard. This is just his tabard. I've frayed the ends, put a couple of holes in it, but I think this looks pretty good. What the wood is bamboo. You know those torches that you get, you can see it in there, that you get from Bunnings for like $2. I just slapped 2 of those together, cut off the ends to make it a bit more believable, sort of. But the rope, I did a lot of camp hitching, which is basically you wrap it around and around and around, and then you go crossways, and then you spiral it through the back, so just there. And yeah, I just did that a heap of times. The skull's not held on too well. That's because I want to be able to take the skull off and light the torch, so when I walk around, I've got the torch at the top there. It'll look pretty cool. So I'm going to be adding a bit of decoration. Thinking of having these hanging off the edges. I can't wait to have this planted at our camp, and yeah, Quest is going to be awesome, guys. So that's what it looks like now. I attached the dangly things and just did some more hitching. These slide in and out, so I might attach them a little bit sturdier, but so do these slide. And you got the same thing over here. So in total, that's what it looks like. I think it will look pretty cool. It's going to be a really good quest, guys, so please get involved, please come down. The more the merrier, obviously. The more people there, the more people I get to drink with, because I'm going to be celebrating my birthday there as well. So head on down. This is going to be an awesome event. Don't get negative about it. They're testing out the waters still, so the first quest here at the new land is going to be a little bit shaky, but that's to be expected. We're testing it out. We're not exactly sure how it's going to run. So the orgs, Jeff, Nelson and Phil, are still working on it, and it's going to be an amazing event. Next year they'll probably have buildings in, so it's only going to grow from here. So come on down, get involved, join the bulls, be awesome. That's what we do. Peace.